This is the beautiful world of Renaissance science. The scientists who inhabit this world can be caught and have information extracted from them, and in the end result, they can evolve.
I want to learn as much as I can about Renaissance scientists. My ultimate goal is to become the greatest trainer of all time. To prove the world my greatness, I must evolve them into the rarest one of them all, the Renaissance man. But to extract knowledge from all of them, I need a tool. This Pokédex can help me find the scientist's importance and what type they are. What's that?
Nicholas Copernicus classicist type.
What is that, though?
Classicist types are very influenced by classical Greek and Roman cultures.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome! I must have it!
Oh no, not today.
Ha! Got you now!
Let me out of here.
Why would I let you out?
I have important information about myself and other Renaissance scientists.
Okay.
Finally, I'm out of there.
Hey, can you tell me a little bit what you contributed to this whole Renaissance movement?
Ah, yes, I can help with that. Ever since I was a small, unevolved Pokemon, I've wanted to ask hundreds of questions about the world around me.
Oh wow, what questions could you possibly have asked about this world? I know everything I need to know from people around me.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Ash, but not everything that you learn from the people around you is true. I learned this through my astronomical studies.
Whoa, that's crazy! What astronomical studies led you to learn this?
Back in my day, there were no fancy-pantsy, newfangled, high-powered telescopes. I spent all of my early years just looking straight up at the sun in the sky. Through that, I soon realized that the planet's orbit is much different than anyone could have ever imagined at the time.
How so?
During my time, almost everyone firmly believed in geocentricism, which is the idea that the Earth is the middle of the universe and all the planets orbit around it.
What? People actually believe that? Everyone knows the sun is the center of the solar system.
You're right, now they do, but that's because I had a large impact on changing people's beliefs worldwide.
Whoa, how did you convert so many people by yourself?
As much as I would love to take full credit on all my great works and ideas, I simply cannot. I received huge help on everything that I did.
What? But you were never married and had no kids. Who could have possibly helped you?
Why would you need women when you have science, right?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get in.
But seriously, the help that I received was from ancient Greeks and Romans. Yes, I want to be able to do any of it without them. Now let's go this way. I know where we can find more Pokemon.
Are you sure you know the way?
Yes, there's one now.
Hey, that's my skateboard. Stop right there. Kino. Hey, Pokédex, what's up with this dude?
Da Vinci secular type. Secular types focus on the beauty of the planet and people rather than the church.
Alright, cool.
Hey, let me out!
Why should I let you out?
Because I know where other scientists are.
Alright, fair enough.
But first, let me tell you a little bit about myself.
What did you contribute to this whole Renaissance science movement?
The one thing I pride myself in, though, is writing hundreds of journals that I wrote in every single day about various topics.
Hundreds? What was in all of them?
I wrote about many different topics from painting to architecture to anatomy, but just about everything I wrote tied to my love of nature and the planet we live on.
Like what?
One example is when I wrote about art. I claimed an artist couldn't consider himself a real artist unless he had a full and deep understanding of the painting and the nature he surrounds himself with. A personal example is the Mona Lisa, and I'm sure you're familiar with it. In this painting, my goal was to portray natural beauty. To accomplish this, I worked as hard as I could to familiarize myself with the environment and the painting. That way I could reflect in the environment that she's surrounded in.
Hey, look, there's another one over there. What's his deal?
Galileo skeptic type. Skeptic types go against the old ways of thinking and can be aggressive.
You're mine!
Nope, good luck with that.
I'll help!
Stop! It's just like my heliocentric model. I'm the sun and you guys are running around me like the planets orbit around the sun.
Oh my goodness! Haha, I got you now, you little weasel.
Let me out,
Why?
cause I know where another Pokemon is.
Another one?
Yeah.
Alright.
But first, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself.
So what's this other scientist?
They call him Newton. Legend has it, if you find him, you can make the Renaissance man.
Whoa, really?
Yup.
In that case, I'll do anything to find this Newton you speak of. But first, who even are you?
While Copernicus focused on Greek and Roman thinking, I looked ahead. I built a telescope to look into the skies, and I had to say, it was pretty dang good.
How so?
Well, it had a magnification of almost 30 times, which at the time, that was like a lot.
Ah, cool. What else did you do?
Probably my biggest achievement was standing up to the church, and they were a force to be reckoned with. It got so bad that they tried to make me write their beliefs instead of my own scientific findings.
Okay, cool. Now that I have you, let's go catch Newton. Another Pokemon? Is this him? Who is that guy?
Newton humanist type. This scientist stretched the potential value and goodness of people.
He must be mine. You're mine now. Yeet.
Oh, finally, I lost him.
Doink.
Oh no, not another apple. Oh wait, that's not an apple.
Now that I've caught you, can you tell me a little bit what you contributed to Renaissance science?
Well, what I'm best known for, and my most important work, was the Principia.
What's that?
The Principia includes my laws of motion and form the foundation for classical mechanics. It also corrects many previous scientific theories through mathematics.
Oh, Newton, it sounds like you really strive to make your work perfect.
I did. I dedicated my life to science.
Awesome! Now that I have you, I can get the ideal Renaissance man. Now that I have all my scientists evolution time. Kobe.
I have nothing in common with these wackos. I'm a genius, and my work is inspiration for every scientist.
I'm the father of astronomy. I discovered everything before any of you discovered anything.
I gave all your theories proof. Without me, you would mean nothing.
You guys were all stuck in the past. I was thinking ahead.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Shoot, you guys are right. We're all valued in our own ways. But what unites us is our desire for knowledge, which people have been reflecting in their works for hundreds of years.
I wanna be the very best, but no one ever was.
I am the ideal Renaissance man. With the combined achievements of these scientists, there's no problem I can't tackle.
Okay, Ash, now that you've caught them all, how would you describe your journey in order to collect them?
Oof. It's hard to explain in words, man. You just have to put in a lot of hard work right off the bat. You have to know where the Pokemon are. You have to be skilled in really different things, you know? Throwing Pokeballs, skateboarding, backflipping off snowman, just weird things like that. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's really a tough task. You also need a little financial support to pay for the Pokédex. But otherwise than that, I mean, if you have the heart for it, go for it.
Ah, yes. What was the most challenging thing you faced when catching all of these Pokemon?
The most challenging. I think it's when I first found Sir Isaac Newton. He was quite a jaunt away, so I had to run to him all the way, and I'm not that well conditioned, so I slipped a few times. I fell. It took, I don't know. I think I might need to do a little more running next time I go on a Pokemon hunt. But otherwise than that, I didn't think it was too difficult of a day. You know, just the usual Pokemon scrapes and bruises. Yeah.
What do you think you've learned from today overall from all of these scientists?
More than I could explain. You know, I thought off the bat, I just thought it was, you know, for fun to impress the girls that you got all these Pokemon and whatnot. But you really obtain quite a bit of knowledge. I think I have a better understanding of the whole Renaissance world, Renaissance science on its own, and each of these individual scientists. I was really enlightened with all these things. Yeah.
As we wrap up, what do you think you want to go catch next journey?
I don't know. We've already caught the Renaissance man. I'm just happy I'm here right now, and you know, gotta catch them all.
Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see that. Thank you for tuning in to episode 1 of Renaissance Pokemon, Scientist Edition. I hope you enjoyed. Here's a recap of everything you've learned today. The first Pokemon we looked at was Nicholas Copernicus. He was a classicist type, which means he was heavily influenced in Greek and Roman cultures. Copernicus's main idea was heliocentrism, which meant the sun was the center of the universe and all the other planets revolved around it. This wasn't a very widely accepted idea at the time because almost everyone believed in geocentrism, which is the Earth as the center of the solar system, and everything, including the sun, revolves around it. Copernicus also faced heavy skepticism in his work because Galileo's telescope was not invented yet. He just had to look up at the sky, and no one else believed him because he couldn't prove any of it. Despite this, Copernicus is still widely considered the father of astronomy for all of his great ideas and works. Despite the fact they weren't proven at the time, they later got proven with the telescope and other great scientists who were able to prove his work, and now we know them as true. The second scientist we looked at today was Leonardo da Vinci. Oh hey, there he is right now.
I did a lot of things to benefit the Renaissance. I studied in many different things, such as art, architecture, anatomy,
1 hour later,
and many other things as well. But I tied all of these things together with the beauty of nature and my love of the planet. And the next scientist we looked at today was Galileo, who's right there.
Galileo's biggest achievement was probably his telescope. This is his biggest achievement because it changed the way we can look at the skies. It helped prove Copernicus's theories. But maybe his biggest achievement was standing up to the church. And the church at the time was very large and controlled everything. So for one guy to stand up to the church, it was a very hard thing to do. So the church basically tried to shut him down so he couldn't publish any of his own findings. So in the last scientist we looked at today was Sir Isaac Newton.
Isaac Newton was the father of mathematics. He showed true greatness in perfecting his theories and the theories of others. Many people consider him one of the greatest scientists of all time because of the great achievements he made in the world of science. Some of these achievements were his 3 laws of motion and other basic mechanical functions included in his Principia. Oh, and here's our host, Copernicus.
Thank you for tuning in. It's been really fun. We learned a lot about scientists as we got the episode done.
Thank you for watching episode 1 of Pokemon Renaissance Scientists. Tune in for next episode. See you later.
On a deep drop, steps up in the pocket. He'll fire to the right side. Caught by Diggs. Stay up. Oh my God!